right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Derrick Henry. And now running right through it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's locked. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Cameron Meredith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here you go. Here you go, 47.
Prescott on first down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Switch and 8.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. On
third down, it's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's a give to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Love. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Jumps it off to Fournette. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Switch, and hey. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on second down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10, Luck again. That's caught by Meredith right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's complete to Meredith. Touchdown, Titans. Cameron Meredith with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you...
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You go 46, 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott off play action. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 3, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Locke. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Here we go. 4-8. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going right side here, and that's complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Prescott. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, Luck. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Prescott to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 480. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 480. Four down. Here we go. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician, Marvin, was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, here's Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Luck now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Completes this one to Meredith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Love. Goes underneath for Henry. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air, because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block.
This is caught inside the 15. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Here we go. 4-8. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now from the 50. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go. 4-8.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 4-8. Got it. 26.
Prescott. And it's complete to Kelsey. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows it.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Luck. And this one's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
But he locates Walker, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the 50, it's Luck. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they picked up the first down.
And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing is Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. Left side, caught by Matthews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now. But he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
46. Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete here. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Walker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From the red zone now, Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play.
The ball comes out. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats them on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall on in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now a handoff to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Locke. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. On first down, Locke. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down throw. Locke. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. That's going to be caught. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Santos with the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.